What's up, guys? Today's a historic day, for me at least. So, I'm actually in my 1990 Toyota Camry, and this car has a lot of history. I don't like defining this car as a beater. I know a lot of people, they have their daily driver, and that's what I refer to this as, because this car has a lot of memories. This actually was my grandparents' car, and they bought this car brand new way back 1990. It feels disrespectful to call this car a beater when this car has a lot of memories, a lot of miles. And that's actually why I say it's historic today, because we are 6 miles away from 300,000 miles. I feel like I'm probably in the small percentage that actually gets to that mileage. And don't get me wrong, I know there's people out there that have way more many miles than what I have, but I'm excited about the 300,000 mile mark. I mean, obviously it's been a long time coming, so I'm excited about it. But like I said, this car has a lot of history to it. So, I mean, it's been in the family. I actually acquired the car on going to college. So that's when my grandparents, they actually got a new Camry. And there's nothing wrong with this one. So I was driving back and forth. I was commuting to work or to school. So this car got a whole lot better gas mileage than the first car that I had was a V6 Mustang. So got a little better gas mileage. So that's how I acquired this car. It gave me the opportunity to have some fun cars. So if it wasn't for this car, I'm able to keep the miles off of my other toys, and that's what they are, just that, is they're toys. And this car has allowed me to keep the miles low, because I daily drive this. So like I said, I feel like it's disrespectful to call this car a beater, because honestly I baby this car just as much as I do my other cars. So to call it a beater just seems wrong. There's no way this one would have lasted as long, I don't think. If it, I try not to abuse it. I do the regular maintenance on it and everything like that. So I feel like that goes a long way. And goes back to, it's not a beater. I feel like a beater is something that you just use and abuse and then throw away. And that's cool too if you're, pick up a car for what, a couple $100, $500, beat on it, abuse it, and then toss it away, because at the end of the day, I guess you didn't lose much. But there's more to this car than that. Like I said, it's got a history. From my grandparents buying the car, to passing it down, to going on all those family trips. It just means a lot to me. Like I said, I always get teased because people are like, why do you care so much about that thing? Well, this thing has a history. So we go way back. I mean, this car's been through a lot with me. It's got me a lot of places. Life's a journey. Well, you need a vessel to get you there, and this has been my vessel. I know it's weird and cliche as that is, but it has been. Like, this car's seen a lot. I've off-roaded this thing. Back in high school, I've taken this car on a baseball field and ran the bases. Like, just stupid stuff. This car, back when me and my friends used to, before YouTube was that big and everything like that, and we pull pranks and stuff, so we load up in this car and all of us and go through the drive-through and mess with the drive-through folks at night and get a laugh. Shoot, I've had one of my buddies jump out of this vehicle at speed, and how he didn't get hurt, I have no idea. But there's just funny things that keep, kind of flood back about this vehicle. Got my first ticket in this car as well. I was actually, it was in high school, and I was on the way home from school that day and got pulled over, and that was it was a buddy and then my sister in the car, and that was the first time I'd ever seen the blue lights. And talk about freaked. And honestly, it was more so the thought that now I have to tell my mom, more so than actually getting pulled over. Like, don't get me wrong, like being the encounter with the police for the first time, like, I'm nervous. I was probably 17 years old, So I was freaking out, but just having to suck it up and tell my mom, hey, I got a ticket today on the way home from school, that sucked. But that happened right here in this car. I think back to some of the places this car has been up and down the East Coast. So my family, it would be my grandparents, my sister, my cousin, and I, we would actually go on yearly vacations. And we were very fortunate enough to do so. So we did that for, I don't know exactly, probably 10 years though, from the time that I was probably 7 to 17. And we'd all, Griswold style, you know, pack up the car, all load up and take off to our destination. So this car has been everywhere from Canada to Florida. I'm actually at the debating point right now of what I want to do with this. So, because I mean, it's been great to me. So I don't know whether at this point I just need to try to sell it and let somebody else get a few more miles out of it, or just continue, because I mean, maintenance-wise, it doesn't hardly cost me anything. If you look up a lot of the Toyota forums or anything like that, like, they're pretty bulletproof. So it takes a lot. The only issue it has at the moment is the rear main seal leaks. So it does leak oil, but I mean, I just keep oil on tap. I mean, so that way I just add a little oil here and there, but I mean, it keeps on rolling, so I really have no complaints. But aside from the oil leak, like I said, I mean, I don't hesitate to drive this car at all. I mean, everybody's always kind of picking on me because they're like, oh my God, you're driving that? And I'm like, yes I am, because I know it's gonna get me from point A to point B, so I don't have to worry about it. I would hop in this car right now and drive to the coast and mountains, it doesn't matter, because I know it's gonna get me there. And it's funny because I've actually been in traffic before, and people like motioned to me to roll my window down. I'm like, what the heck, you know, something like, what's going on? And it's not because there's anything wrong. I've literally had people try to buy my car in traffic, like guy on the highway, like motion me to roll my window down, asking me how much I would sell the car for. I mean, I've had many offers. It's, I mean, a little off-putting. It's weird because, like I said, I mean, like, out of all the cars, I guess people realize that, you know, they're known for reliability, and they still get over 30 miles to the gallon. Like, it's unreal from a car from 1990. So now, granted, I'm sure horsepower's down a little bit, but still a trooper. I've actually had people, I've been counting it down since about 280, and I've had on both sides of the fence people saying, oh, it's never gonna make it, it's not gonna make it to 300,000. And then I've actually had people excited about it, just like I'm excited about it. They're asking me, oh, how many more miles? Have you hit it yet? Have you hit it yet? Today's the day. Woo! 300,000 miles. There it goes. 300,000. That's unreal. I'm excited. Like I said, I don't think too many people will actually see 300,000 miles in their lifetime, just because they won't keep the car that long. This car's been around a long time, so, and fitting, we're actually on the way to meet up with my grandparents for lunch, so it's kind of fitting. So I know my grandfather will be excited. Like I said, because this was his car. He bought this car brand new, and I'm willing to bet that he probably wouldn't have thought, if you would have told him this car would have got 300,000 miles, I don't know that he would have believed it, but I'm excited about it. So part of me is kind of you know, is it kind of maybe challenging myself? Do I keep it to 400,000? Can I make $500,000? To know that this car was brand new and now has been passed down and I've been able to hit 300,000 miles, like, to me that's really cool. So it's neat for me to witness that and experience that. So I just wanted to share that with you all today. So I appreciate you taking the journey. Again, it's probably not as exciting for you all as it is for me, but we got 300. So now, hopefully maybe 100,000 more, I don't know. Like I said, I'm still trying to debate what I want to do with the car. So, again, it could be, I don't even know. Like, I've toyed around with different things. From selling it to just making another kind of mileage mark that I want to hit, to completely rebuilding it and just making the shell of a car and making it something crazy just to keep it around and make it a drift missile or something. But we'll see. Stay tuned. I appreciate you all. Thank you.